Yo guys, it's Ricky, and we're going to do something a little bit different today. I haven't done a review for a while, so I'm going to do a review. And the reason is because helmet communication on a motorcycle is becoming not only more common, but like almost kind of necessary in a lot of ways. There are so many things on the market, it gets pretty confusing. So when I was doing the Ducati school, that was sponsored by Cardo, and I had never used Cardo. I was a Senna guy, or Sena, however you pronounce it, and I'd used their systems before. I used the Cardo system and was blown away. So here it is, almost a year later. I called up Cardo and I said, I want to get a system. I really like it. What did we use on the Ducatis for the enduro stuff? And he wound up sending me two of them, and it's the Pack Talk Bold. This is the latest, greatest that I know of. And not only that, he sent me a little audio upgrade because he's like heard I was an audiophile. Audiophile. Look that word up. Don't think that it means something else. So anyway, so I'm going to install this. I was trying to figure out which helmet to put it in. I've got a few helmets. This is kind of my enduro helmet, so I thought that would make the most sense for when I do enduro stuff. And I can also wear this on the street because this is kind of like a 50-50 helmet. I've enlisted the help of my friend Razor Mike here because he also has a Ducati Multistrada. He's got an AGV helmet. He is going to install this unit. We're both going to do an install together. Help you guys walk through it in case you buy one. What it sounds like. This is a user review. This is not a technical review. I will go over a few technical things, but I'm not going to get like all nerdy about it. I think the Fort 9 guy does a better job with it than I do. I mean, when you're legend tripping, you got to be able to talk to each other, right? So let's do this. So before I get too far into this, I want you to know that I've been tested and Mike's been tested, so we can actually be fairly close together, just so you know. This is Razor Mike Hughes, by the way, here. He's a fellow rider. If you remember, he was on the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride with me. That's for right. One thing. He went along, a fellow survivor. If you've had cancer, you know what I mean. Thank you, Cardo. They are not sponsoring this video, but they did give me this set. We're gonna do an unboxing. I don't even do, you know what, you know how I do an unboxing? I take it out of the freaking box. Glasses. Yeah, I need glasses. So what? So this is the Cardo. It's a slightly bigger unit, but people complain a lot that their gloves get in the way and all that kind of stuff, you know, but the thing is that with this Cardo unit, it is voice activated. Now there's a couple other voice activated, but this works flawlessly from what I am told and from videos that I've watched. And when I used it at the Ducati school, you can manually do stuff, but this thing is supposedly just really good. And we'll go through the voice things because I've got an external Bluetooth device so that you can hear it. So what you got here is this unit. I have not done an unboxing of this before. So we got that. We got a Cardo sticker, which we will proudly display. Instructions, who needs those?
The sneaking instructions.
So let me see here. What do we got here? All right. So you got all these, you know, okay, you got a charging cord, obviously. All right. So these are the headphones that go into the cavity in the helmet, but I'm not going to use those. I'm going to use the upgraded ones that they sent me. Why not, right? Like, why even try it? Okay, so these, I believe, stick inside of it. This is the unit that clips to the helmet. You clip this inside of the helmet, and then you clip the device like so. Ah, there you go. Yep. There is another way. If you don't want to use that, you can unscrew this, take it off, and you can use adhesive to put it on the side of your helmet. So I'm going to see if this will go in okay. I don't know on this helmet, so we'll find out. This is a mic in case you're using a open face helmet, which I am not. So I'm probably not going to use that guy. This is the mic right here that you put on the inside of your visor so you can talk. So that all connects to this guy. This connects to the ears. You have alcohol preps in here so that you can clean everything thoroughly before you put it on.
Lots of extra Velcro too.
Yes, so I'm going to lay all this out, actually. Oh. And you know what? The guy gave me this too. It's a Cardo neck warmer. And it's one size fits all. So, you want to do yours first? Want me to do mine first?
Let's follow along. It's your show, coachies.
Oh yeah, okay. All right, so the first thing we got to do, I want to see what side of my helmet. I'm going to want it on this side. And so will it go in this crevice here? Yeah, I said crevice. Okay, so this already has a piece of this in here, but I just have a feeling that if I put it in there, it would be like so smashed against my ear that that would just suck. All right, so
Actually,
see, this is where my ear thing is. I don't know if you can see that. The ear thing, the little space. This is an AX9 by AGV. See, that broke out. I think I was just being a little bit careless. I don't think it's going to affect the helmet in any way. So I'm going to unbox this. Oh, so these are like the 45 millimeters, so they're bigger apparently. In there, I think this is the first thing that you need to do.
this piece right here goes against the helmet. It sticks right in there, and then this goes on here.
Okay. What, the fuzzy part?
The fuzzy part goes. The fuzzy part goes. The rougher part, the more abrasive part, goes into the helmet.
Into the helmet, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
And it sticks right in there.
That's not sticking on mine.
Yeah, it sticks on this one. Yeah.
To what? See, there's this,
Oh, no, this
and
right here.
and it will, but I have a feeling it's going to stick too far out. I've
Look at-
made that mistake before,
See how this
where
sticks
if it's too elevated out, it'll cause like a hot spot in your helmet. So I'm thinking that I want to put one of these in. I'm going to do that because I want it to be as flat as possible. I don't want it to be a problem. So I'm going to put the flat one in, this guy. Which side? So the side with the unit.
You want the short side,
You want
yeah.
that. You want the short side on, yeah. So this would be the side for that. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, there's even a spot for the cord on this, see it? There's a spot for the cord. Now, the other thing about this Cardo'S system is they use JBL speakers. And, I mean, JBL makes some nice stuff. You want to, who else I want to shout out to, who's always been supportive? Subdelinquent. Go to his channel. This guy's freaking awesome, man. He has a great motorcycle channel. I mean, he does some cool stuff, this dude. Tell him Rocket sent you. You know what? I can go behind it here, too. You know, Mike? I think I will. It's because of the way this helmet's set up. I think it makes more sense. So we're going to install this and then we're going to come back. Okay, so Mike found out what I found out on another system that I installed. These come in a lot of helmets, and they're like, I don't know how many millimeters thick this is, but if you put the earphones right against those, I mean, that's pretty fat, and you'll get a hot spot. So I say pull those guys out and then use the flattest ones you can get. Some people even just put them right in that hole. And
mine goes in, and they just they just stick in there.
Yeah.
Without those.
Yeah, so you didn't even use it.
Nope.
So I used the Velcro. The other thing we found out is the mic that you glue, that you use to stick stuff to, doesn't stick very well against this kind of plastic, this styrofoam. So what we did was there was a piece of included Velcro that we put against the mic piece, okay? Then I took some of my own Velcro that's really super sticky and put it in there, and it seems to be solid. The other thing we did was I routed. Cable management's always a thing because they give you extra cable. You can splice it. I mean, it's only a couple wires, so you could splice it, but then you got splice. I mean, if you have a really nice connector, it might be okay, but you usually have another lump that you got to stick in there. Either way, you're managing it somehow or another. I managed to pull a lot of the cable back through here, and then some under the cheek pad.
Yeah,
I put it on. I'm going to put it on now. It seemed to feel fine. Yeah, so far it feels fine. This helmet fits nice and snug. Okay, I think we got it as far as that part of it goes. Mike's still working on his. There is a little cord that is just for the mic. And then there's a little cord that's just for the earphones. I want my earphones where they're a little accessible in case I want to hook it to something else.
We should also have them run the cords. When you're snapping this piece in, run the cords underneath it first and then snap it in. Otherwise, you're going to have cords hanging here. So
yeah, I ran one because it goes straight down here, but the other one I ran under it. So every helmet's a little bit different. I mean, unless you have the same model. But... it's the same unless it isn't.
Right.
The thing is that the thing that's cool about this is the supposedly the voice recognition works with Siri, and it works with what's the Samsung one?
It's a Samsung. It's just a Samsung phone.
It's just a Samsung thing.
Yeah,
that'll work. Apparently, we're about to find out. Looks good. This is the antenna, but. I mean, you have all these gestures, you're not going to remember it, especially with a glove and you're going down the freeway at 65. It's like, no, you just want to talk into it. Now I got to figure out how to turn this on.
Right here. This button right here. And hold it down. There you go.
All right. Now I'm going to pop it in here, like so. The only complaint I've heard is that if you're futzing around with this, it's easy to disconnect this. I don't think it doesn't look easy to disconnect to me.
You're not gonna be
I think it's just people complaining.
You shouldn't be doing anything back here anyways. You're all up here.
Yeah, it's all on the front, so I don't really get that. So I don't know. I'm gonna try this on, see if I heard a beep.
I heard it too.
So you're supposed to be able to say Cardo, pair. And it went.
What's this one?
All right. We got the install done. We've done a preliminary test. We only have 15%. I mean, you might have a little more. And it works really good. It sounds really good. I mean, it does. Now on a ride, that's going to be the next thing. So I'm going to shut this off. And oh, by the way, the voice stuff. Recognition works really good, but you have to say, hey Cardo, wait just a millisecond pause and then the command. If you say, hey Cardo, da da da, it just ignores it. So you can say like things like, hey Cardo, music on. Hey Cardo, music up, or volume up rather. Hey Cardo, battery status. It'll tell you your battery status. Pretty cool. In fact, it just heard me and turned on music. So I just shut it off now. So we're going to charge these, and then we're going to take a ride and see how they work. So we're going to charge it, and then we're going to come back. Okay, so we're back. We've done a few things since we broke, and that was we finished the install. We also mounted cameras to our motorcycle so you can see, hopefully hear. I'm trying to work out a way to do that. But it's just kind of like a rider user thing, so we're going to comment about it afterwards. Okay, so Mike, what would you tell anybody installing this?
Well, he's using an Apple. I'm using a Droid, so it's kind of, they pair both easily. They pair really easy, and it's just pack talk when it shows up on your phone, and it pairs up. But as far as install, mine slid right in, nice and easy, in between the liner here, and I put the wires here, and you pretty much put your earpieces in. Get your mic mounted in, and then just route your wires. You can mount your wires behind here, and then your mic goes right. But wires go right between the cheek pad, and it's actually works out pretty good with this helmet, the AGV. He had to mess with his liner a little bit, but I did.
What I had to do is I had to trim the plastic so that this would have a place to sit down in. Now you don't have to do that. You can go ahead and just use the adhesive and be done with it that way. But I like clipping it in there because I might want to take it off and put it in the other helmet at some point in time. So because I'm increasingly loving this, which is the K6. This is, I think, supposedly the lightest helmet like that there is right now, street helmet. It's amazing. I mean, it really is. This is pretty light too. This is carbon. This is all carbon fiber too. And so this is pretty light. We're going to go take a ride, we're going to talk a little bit, and then we'll finish up. The install wasn't that big of a deal. The main thing I'd say is just think about, kind of lay everything out and think about your cable routing before you get too deep into snapping everything back up. Just kind of make sure everything. And the other thing is, I would take these big fat things, if your helmet comes with these, take them out. It's going to push on there.
Unless you got deep ear pockets, you'll end up with wrestler ears like our cameraman here.
Yeah. And we'll show you his ears so that you're dissuaded from that sort of behavior. All right, here we go. All right, so we got this setup going. So this is the power cord. And then this goes to a lavalier mic in my helmet. And then I also have the Cardo system on. So hopefully we'll be able to hear it. Back road. Ready? All right. All right, so basically what we're trying to do is test how the intercom system works when you're out in the real world using it. And there's a dead squirrel. I thought this jacket was going to be too hot for today, and it's not. It really is surprisingly breathable. I don't think this is bouncing around too much. I'm bouncing around a lot right now, and it doesn't look too bad. This is good here. No. Whoa. That's called some helmet hair. Anyway, the Cardo'S system. To me, it's a winner. What do you think, Mike?
All the speeds and getting phone calls coming in, it blocks him out. I get a private phone call. It's excellent. We're going on working on the music next.
See, you can actually hear his voice coming through there, isn't it, Mike?
Yep, no wind. Look at, he's a ventriloquist. He can make his helmet talk.
Well, yeah. Here, if you stick the mic in there.
No wind sound. We tested it over 120 miles an hour. It's perfect.
Anyway, it's a beautiful day. Beautiful day for social distancing. Except for Mike, he's family. So we're gonna get back on, we're gonna ride, we're gonna enjoy ourselves. Cardo, Pack Talk Bold, man, I'm telling you, this is the winner of the year, without any question. So that's a wrap for this. Next week, back to some legend tripping. Maybe even vampires, I don't know. Till then, take care of each other and keep rock alive.